Hello, hello, and welcome to another exciting episode of Skeptics and Seekers Sunday Sermon. I'm going to go ahead and look at this article real quick from the Christian Post. It's not like I'm having trouble finding the article. I'm having trouble trying to get one screen out from in front of the other. All right, here we go. All right. The name of this article caught my eye. Senator John Cornyn, is that it? I don't care, uses 10 commandments against Ken Paxton in biblical attack ad. All right, these are some Texas politicians. Let me see if I can find a quote or two here. Yeah, let's start with here. This one, let's increase the size here just a little bit. All right. Days after the March 3rd primary election that left U.S. Senator John Cornyn and his challenger, Texas Attorney Governor Ken Paxton, headed for a May runoff vote. An attack ad from Cornyn campaign accused Paxton of depravity. Just a little pause here. Can you guess what the depravity is or what it's based on? All right. For allegedly violating at least 3 of the 10 commandments aired on TV and social media. What this has become is a very heated campaign in the Republican Party, in the heart of Republicanism, not over whether or not they should walk back insisting that the 10 Commandments be displayed in school. No. Now, if you were a sane person and you're trying to read the room and you come up with that, I feel you, but you haven't actually read the room. This room is deep inside the loony bin, okay? So we're not talking about sanity here. No, sir. Rather, they are literally performing a religious test. Who is more religious, or in this case, since it's a negative campaign ad, who is less religious than the other, and their yardstick for religiosity? The 10 Commandments. I'm not even going to go over the faults of Governor Paxton. I don't have the time for that over the course of a long lifetime. And in this case, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant which 3 commandments he's breaking. The point is, in Texas, in the heart of crazy Republican country, it's come down in a runoff to who is a better Christian based on the keeping of the 10 Commandments. That's how important world-changing decisions get made in America now. I've been banging on about this for a long time. You didn't think it was a big deal. I know. Now, within the party, we're not talking about red versus blue. We have a legitimate religious test throwdown going on right now. Now, I could, maybe say something about the pesky Constitution and how there wouldn't be any, there's not supposed to be any religious tests, but let's be honest. Christians don't give a damn about the law. Any law, even the ones they make, and even though they give a lot of lip service to the law and the Constitution, they neither know what's in the Constitution nor do they care. At the highest levels of government, they don't give a shit. And so, just imagine, let's just progress the clock a few months down the road. If we already, in one of the bigger mid-season election primaries, if we already have gone straight to full-on religious tests within the Republican Party, imagine the legalized religious tests that we will have this time next year. Imagine how many people will become disqualified because they didn't pass the religious test. Think I'm nuts? You thought I was nuts a year ago, 3 years ago. No, I was a prophet 3 years ago. Actually, I'm just reading the tea leaves, folks. I don't have any magic powers. You can just see it coming. Which is, by the way, true of pretty much all prophecy in all times ever, because they're always talking about their current time. And so I can tell you what I think might happen 5 years from now, and I bet I'd be 80% right. It doesn't take any magic powers to do that. And so here we are, full-on religious test in America. Now, it's not challenged in court because it's from within inside the insane asylum. So they're all down with it. But it's going to break outside of the insane asylum very soon. Will the Supreme Court even hear the case, giving you a chance to be a prophet? When the first case comes to them saying these campaigns are not fair because they're imposing a religious test, will the Supreme Court even hear the case? I think they won't. I think they wouldn't even hear it. Because I think whatever ruling the lower courts give will be in favor to the most insane. And the Supreme Court will say, yeah, that sounds good. But that's just me. I just wanted to let you know what's going on in these United States in case you are somewhere that is less crazy, and it's harder and harder to find places that are less crazy. It's the world we live in. skepticsandseekers.squarespace.com. Log in and discuss ways. Send me an email, skepticsandseekers@gmail.com. Until next time, I'll see you in the comments. In the meantime, I'm out.